Good day, everyone. I'm Ashok Daswani, and today I'd like to share how much I love self directed learning, but at the same time, I've forgotten how much it meant to me. I picked up the bug at the start of COVID, dabbling with Cambridge University's How to Write a Novel for Young Children, then moving on to many mini courses with Harvard University. There was so much to learn and so little time. Since 2022, though, getting back into full time teaching, I've had endless IBTOK essays and much more. With this course, I'm glad that the first course I've taken since 2022, that I was challenged to step up into a territory I enjoy, taking courses. In my last school, which was a secondary school after COVID, the school asked department heads which LMS they preferred. I was not familiar with either Google or Microsoft, but the little I learned from research, I thought the latter might be more extensive. I find using MS Word and Excel easier to use with more functions than Google Docs and Google Sheets. I got into Teams quickly and just did the basics with OneNote and making many mistakes along the way. In the current primary school I'm teaching in, the LMS of choice is Google. Still, with my learning journey, I thought it best a few weeks ago to venture back to what was missing in Teams. The first of the two trophies I earned was MS Educator Academy. I didn't choose it based on the courses, rather I chose it because it was for beginners like me. While we have students with special education needs, I was shocked by how much I could do with the first two courses. They were about accessibility and inclusivity. I realized that there are functions in the suite such that students can help themselves and not be left out. I've tried only one of these as an experiment, and the student who is constantly distracted has had an opportunity to use her squishy and focus on what is being shared among students and teachers today, as she has her iPad. This had me thinking, how much time do I really spend teaching, and how much time do I really need to spend in micromanaging students with learning difficulties? Another can of worms opened with flipped classroom. While I'm no stranger to the issue, I've never once done it myself. So after taking the course, I tried this out once as an exit ticket for a novel the primary 4 students were engaged in, Charlotte's Web, and the second time with primary 6 students with reported speech. The feedback was positive, and I made sure that my voice was not on display, as I believe I don't have a great radio voice. Trying and testing new ways relevant to my class was truly inspiring to me as an educator. I did not have to go further, but Microsoft does this to you. You're on a roll. You have a gazillion XP and now you need more. Loving to learn, I pursued further. This was initially in my plan, but because exams are looming and there's so many meetings and school affairs to manage, including setting exam papers, I was going to throw in the towel. I didn't. I'm glad too. The best was saved for last. Reading Coach. Wow. I think my neighbors thought I was bonkers. I celebrated Microsoft's creativity. Reading Coach is something I could have used in 1996 when I first started teaching Form 1 or Grade 7 kids who were from low socioeconomic backgrounds and with little to no exposure to English. Oh wow, this badge itself, along with the learning a little more about AI, was definitely worth it. Would I do it all over again? Of course. I even applied and was accepted into the Elevate for Educators community. The 3 best things about the courses: they were bite-sized, some ranging from 5 minutes for a lesson to 12 minutes, second, videos, and third, relevance. While I did not plan this as such, it worked out that I managed to finish one course after another during breaks and when I had free time in school and outside school. The flexibility of the courses was amazing and just right for me, bite-sized. I guess that is why I went on to another trophy. Independent learning has never been a challenge for me. I know it is for some, but the drive of having to complete this in several weeks, and the best part, being recommended to take this, then sit in my comfort zone with Google, made it all worthwhile. Thank you, Professor. The absolute best part, reading coach. Whoever thought of this should be awarded a medal. Literacy is crucial and every child should be able to read. Every. The coach helps students build their own character or come up with their own pathway. And akin to my independent learning, they are encouraged with badges and trophies of their own. All this while the teacher can monitor and assist in the background. Was it all a bed of roses? No. While there are many more aspects of learning and teaching I could introduce, having to sit down and consolidate to find the right match so that the students can benefit most is something I need. Perhaps the summer is a good time to think it over. I'm willing to try and fail. Growth is not just about taking in new skills, it's about thinking how to use it and bring that growth to the table. I shall try and bring Reading Coach, especially since it is free, to parents and my colleagues alike, be it those who are struggling to those who have girls who are voracious readers. I look back at my perseverance and choice, LG, not the electronics company, but L as in learn and G as in grow. With my students, I grow and bring them to see what we can all grow together. As I stated in my student-centered learning paper in Project 1, inquiry-based learning is the core of creativity and collaboration. Through my own journey, I hope to make this a core, continue with the vision of the school with the approach to learning, inquiry-based, and create more opportunities where students can see their own growth. Reading Coach, top of my priority list. Thank you.